It's going to be a mix. I mean, obviously, songs like True Gold, Through the Barricades, Only When You Leave, Lifeline, it would sort of be doing all the kind of standards. I don't know how long we're on for, probably about an hour, I should think. But there's a lot, there's a lot of other great songs out there that we do live as well. And we might, this time, we might just throw in one new song from the album. It's not going to be out till next year and it's not even finished yet. But we might just throw, it's a real rocker. It's interesting because people say, oh, why don't you just rely on doing the old stuff all the time? And, and I love doing the old stuff. Still love singing Gold, or the audience will sing it for me anyway. But you want to make new stuff as well. You want to, write new songs and do new recordings. So yeah, I'm still, the thing is, I sort of hit 51 the other week. It's like, right, okay. But I still feel like I'm 28 and I still love, I'm performing all the time and doing festivals. We're off to America this year, and Australia, New Zealand, South America, Southeast Asia. So it's a busy year, and in between that I've got to try and finish the album. So it's a bit crazy. My life is hectic. The thing is that the 80s, if you like, and I'm not a nostalgic person. I don't go back, get the old videos and books out. I live for today and I look forward to tomorrow. But there's, without doubt, it was the last big era of fashion and music that went hand in hand. No, I'm not wearing the frilly shirts, by the way. So, but and I think there was a period where, a few years ago, where people look back at the 80s and say, Jesus, man, that was really naff. But actually, as time's gone on, people look back now and say, there was some good stuff there. Some of it was naff, absolutely. But there was, some of the fashions and certainly a lot of the music was actually really, really good. And so no one's too embarrassed to say they actually quite like 80s music. So it was amazing. I mean, it was something different, and it started really with punk. I was really into punk. I love bands and the Pistols. I think I saw nearly every Clash gig. Susie Sue and the Banshees down the Roxy doing the Lord's Prayer. It was like, So I used to go and see all those bands, and that was, for me, it was really exciting. I was so into music, and our band had started at school. We were like a kind of punky power pop band, a bit like Generation X, really. And I don't know that, and then all of a sudden it sort of morphed into the kind of the sort of new romantic, the Blitz Club thing, and that was just great. Everyone was dressing up and. I think people have philosophized about it a little bit too much. It was arty, but it was essentially a bunch of guys and girls having a good time and chatting each other up, and But it was a different period. It was a much more innocent period. The problem I have with a lot of people out there is that they get too nostalgic. As I said, I don't look back in the past, and some people say, oh yeah, the 80s was the best. That was the best music. Actually, no, there was some crap stuff as well, but there was some good stuff. But if you look at the younger bands coming up now, there's some really exciting stuff out there. I talk about the Killers, but the Killers have been around for a while. But, when they started, that Hot Fuss album, I think it's a fantastic album. And the Kaiser Chiefs probably one of my favourite bands. I love the Kaisers. So, there's a lot of, there's even a boy band like Wanted. I actually think, God, some of their stuff's really, really cool. Hertz are great, XX are good, So there's some really good music around, so we shouldn't sort of get too stuck in the past, I don't think.